It's been a minute since I did this. Since I did lives like this. I'm also trying live on Instagram for the first time. Okay. Um, Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Do want to play some Stellar Blade. Um, do want to play some Stellar Blade. Before I do, there's a couple of shit I do want to look at. Um, like the main thing, a couple of things I do want to look at is like the what's going on with gaming, and then specifically GTA, because um, again, GTA is supposed to be like the biggest thing to come out in the next couple of years. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the gaming landscape moves forward, especially after the release of GTA. There's a couple of things I do want to look at really quick. Um, let's take a look at this real quick, and then I do want to go into like the woke shit that has been coming up for the past couple of years. Then let's play some Stellar Blade.
Hey everybody, just want to talk about something real quick. Saw this post that I come across it on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it here. And check this out. So Toon Hive posted this. Disney has quietly released its first AI produced animated series, Ozzy Fox, a Disney Junior preschool series made by AI focused animation studio Animage. Debuted this week on YouTube and YouTube Kids and has earned over 800,000 views in just 2 days. Now, this wasn't really quiet. They had really talked about and emphasized that they were going to be doing this. I covered it on the channel when they had invested in Animage and all that. So this isn't anything that's new, but I think you're starting to see now that you've had some maybe a couple of years of development with AI generation by big corporate entities. You're going to start to see many of that roll out, and they're going to be testing it on your youngsters with YouTube Kids. Now, I don't want to just talk about whether or not, or argue, or should they be doing this, all that. This goes to all of what I've been discussing over the last years or so as the whole AI.
It really shows that AI is taking over everything. Like people are tired of this fucking. Companies are losing too much money because like no one's buying into this woke bullshit. Like no one wants this shit. So it's really not surprised that this shit's happening. Um, it's gonna be really interesting to see where companies, like a lot of people are gonna get laid off in the future. Like because all this shit is just this is what happens when you focus too much on spreading a message instead of entertaining people. And I just don't feel sorry for these people. Like I really don't.
Craze picked up for some very bizarre reason. When you would see like big corporations, big studios that would show that they were utilizing AI, you get people that will respond away and say, hey, this is a $1 billion company, why are they doing that? And I always thought that was weird because I already had known, and I know many of you guys that are watching this, we knew they were going to be the main ones that leaned on it, mainly because they had access to capital in order to invest in it far more than what like a Joe Blow regular individual would. And this is why I never treated AI like it was this quote unquote great equalizer that I know many people assumed because they were going to be able to not only use that, but use it at scale, and they already have the preferential treatment of the platforms that this stuff goes on. So even if you make something that is comparable using the same tools, theirs is going to always get more views because their name is stamped on it, and again they can kind of finagle the viewership and funnel it to their specific content. But I think people were really under this delusion that it was only going to be smaller guys, and I think many of the creators, especially progressive ones that were very protective of the mainstream, they were under the assumption that you would have, I guess, smaller mid-tier guys that would use this, and the bigger guys will continue to do maybe in this regards with animation, 2D.
I feel like everyone's gonna start using AI because even though AI is kind of wonky now with the animation, the more and more we get further into the future, the advancement of technology, it's gonna be to a point where AI can literally just bust out an entire. Let's say if they adapt like an entire comic or an anime or a manga, they can literally bust it out entirely in a matter of like hours. and that shit will be ready for streaming and production. Like a lot of these jobs are going to become obsolete due to AI. And it's already happening.
Maybe hand drawn animation, CGI animation that's usually made by human beings. You weren't going to get that, and I think you were being a bit naive. Not even saying that in an insulting manner. I just think that, especially creators that had those aspirations to work for these big companies, and they've been very protective of them, were not really understanding that they were a means to an end. So yes, this does mean less jobs if this stuff catches on, and definitely if consumers don't really care whether or not it's going to be generated in whatever way that they use it, because they look at it like, even if they put the tool in the hand of the animators, they still are going to be paying less. Well, on the individual like contractors, right? They're still, that's a topic for another discussion that we can talk. How much they invest in this AI generated like content, we'll see if this is going to pay off, because you're starting to see that many folks are.
I mean, like I said, animation, the AI machines, they're gonna get better and better. Like, it's just the beginning. It's literally just the beginning. Everyone's gonna start utilizing it. It's gonna be to a point where you can literally make like fucking A-tier productions on your tablet or phone.
Finding that they couldn't just replace their workforce with AI, it became even more expensive. So that is still yet to be determined. But as far as the individual contractors, human contractors, yes, it will be less of you guys, even if they put that stuff in the power of the animators. So they're using it as, I guess, to assist them in what they're doing. So that means less assistants, less people, less individual pages or, steals that they're having to draw. Less people are going to be a part of those projects. Less people are going to be part of those productions. So yeah, that means less of you guys are going to have jobs. That's just a reality. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because I think over the next year or so, you're going to see many of the big studios try. I don't think any of them will go all in on it, but they're going to attempt to do it, and they'll, see how the market feels about it. And again, you can feel whatever way that you want that much of this is going to be kids-related content that they're throwing on YouTube, and they're just trying to churn out. It'll be interesting, but yeah, the big dogs were always going to give it a shot and see what they could get away with and what they were going to do. So this isn't even me saying whether or not they should or should not do it. I think I'm just not really there anymore, where I will sit here and argue about the morality of it all. I can only control what I can control with my individual company, but I think everybody should prepare themselves for more of them doing this. If you assumed that the bigger corporations with the control of the IPs, with the attention that everybody's seeking to try to work for, were just going to be the guys that were just going to do things the older way, while everybody else that was smaller were just going to, you be the ones that utilize AI to try to come up with these things that are maybe competitive. Again, I think you were being just a bit naive. The big corporations were always going to be the main drivers there, and we'll see how this stuff plays out. It'll be very interesting to see, because it does impact the industry that I have obviously dabbed in. We're doing more stuff on it, and the animation stuff that we've done was not AI generated content or anything. So it'll be very interesting to see how this stuff plays out and how the market responds to it.
Over the past few years, we've been asking the same question.
AI is gonna get better and better the more and more we dive into it. Yeah. All right, this is the next thing I want to dive into. This is the shit that I really been wanting to look into, because I saw this video earlier today, and this is the shit I really wanted to look into, because I don't know why the fuck for the past 5 years they've just been making terrible shit, bro. Like, this is the shit I've been really wanting to dive into.
Question to the gaming industry. Why do game studios really insist on political correctness and AI on video games?
And mind you, this is a Korean guy talking about this. This is someone from the East who's living well. They're living well because their gaming market is fucking amazing right now. So they're looking at the outside in, wondering why are we still so focused on this shit, and it doesn't even sell, and no one likes it.
If you ask me, I think political correctness, aka wokeness, is killing the gaming industry. Sales are failing, there are giant layoffs, studios are closing down. There are too many examples. Concord, Dragon Age, The Vanguard, Star Wars Outlaws, The Last of Us Part 2, Saints Row 2022, Forspoken, Assassin's Creed Shadows. The list goes on. But there are always two sides to a story. We say wokeness is ruining video games, and there's other side that says we need wokeness and DEI in games and movies. Let's look at the numbers and see which side makes more solid argument. How many copies did this game sell? Which games were successful despite wokeness? And most importantly, does wokeness help sell more games? Or not? First, let's take a look at The Last of Us Part 2, the biggest game in all of the games I'm going to talk about today. When people ask me what my favorite game is, I still say The Last of Us Part 1, no doubt about it. But then, Part 2 ruined it. Naughty Dog absolutely stamped on my love for the series when they created Abby. Let me just ask you this. How did she get so big in the apocalyptic world? I go to the gym 3 times a week and I am nowhere near as big as her. I just don't think Abby Zanetti. So Abby killed Joe in most disrespectful way, and then
I'm so happy I never dived into this franchise. I am so happy I didn't, man. In 2020, I literally went to GameStop because I was thinking about buying the first and the second game. Because I was like, when the second game came out, but I bought Ghost of Tsushima instead. I'm so happy I didn't dive into this franchise, because everyone says the first game is so beloved. Like, I would have been really disappointed, because this game, like, yeah, bro, like, this is literally a guy, bro. Like, this is literally a female's head on top of a guy's body.
had to play as her because Naughty Dog made her one of the protagonist characters. Who creates one of the most beloved characters in the entire gaming industry only to have him killed in the most horrifying, disrespected way and then make players play as the killer? We're talking about a woman, possibly on roid, sleeping with her ex-boyfriend who has a pregnant girlfriend. I'm sorry, but whoever designed this has to be a psychopath, because I do not see any empathy with fans here. Some people might say, you're wrong, Play, because The Last of Us Part 2 sold more than 10 million copies. It was a big success. I agree. The Last of Us Part 2 had an incredibly strong launch. It sold more than 4 million copies in just 3 days, making it the fastest selling PS4 first-party exclusive at the time. However, its sales growth slowed significantly after that explosive start. According to the last official figure released by Naughty Dog, The Last of Us Part 2 had sold more than 10 million copies by the spring of 2022. In other words,
the game fucking flopped. Nobody bought, like, everyone who bought this game, like, they literally shitted on this game. And this is arguably where where all this DEI shit began. This is literally where gaming started to fail. The Last of Us Part 2 was the beginning. It was the beginning of this shit.
4 million copies were sold during the first 3 days, while roughly 6 million additional copies were sold over the following 21 months. The Last of Us Part 1, including the PS3 version and the PS4 remaster, had sold more than 20 million copies by 2019. So the power of The Last of Us Part 1 boosted the sales of the Part 2 at the beginning, but with all the backlash and disappointment, the sales dropped fast. It was successful, yes, but if The Last of Us Part 2 created characters and story that us players could sympathize with, I am sure the sales would have been much, much higher. Right now, Naughty Dog is working on Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet.
Bro, I don't know what, like, hold on, I'm trying to.
Much higher. Right now, Naughty
Like, I don't know who
Dog is
I don't know who thought this was a good idea. Like, I remember when Jeff Keighley showed this. When did he show this at the Game Awards? It was 2024, right? Like, when he showed this shit, bro, nobody was excited for this. Like, and I hate when they do that. They always hype up the games that literally flop the most. Like, this game, no, this shit's gonna fail. There's a reason why there has been no updates on this game in the past 2 years. Fucking High Guard game shut down. That game came out in January. That shit shut down a month later. They always hype up these dumbass games that nobody wants to fucking play, but quietly talk about. But when it's like when there's a game that people actually are excited for at the Game Awards, they'll just say, "Oh, here's a little game that the studio's working on," and it's just like, why would you not hype up this game, but you'll hype up this piece of shit game? Like, this is how you know, like, the mainstream media, they hate gamers. Like, they hate the audience they're supposed to cater to.
Working on Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet.
Like, nobody wants to play as a fucking bald chick, bro. Nobody wants to play a game with a bald chick. It's that fucking simple. Like, this is not appealing. This is not appealing. And on top of that, like, you make her a fucking asshole. Like, you make her annoying.
Right now, Naughty Dog is working on Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. But if you look at
Even the name is so stupid. Intergalactic. It's just so fucking stupid.
the trailer, there are 120,000 likes and 320,000.
Like, look at the ratio, bro. This is when the game came out. This is when they revealed it at the Game Awards, bro. Look at the fucking ratio. Nobody likes this shit, bro. Nobody wants to fucking play this shit when it comes out. There's a reason why there hasn't been an update for this game since they released the teaser on 2024 during the Game Awards. Nobody is excited for this game, and they know that they're fucked. Like, mind you, their last game was The Last of Us 2. That was their last game. And everyone objectively hates that game. It literally killed that entire franchise. There's no more games coming out for that franchise. And look at this shit. 300k dislikes to 100k likes. And mind you, in the beginning, it was barely at 100k likes because it had more dislikes than likes. Like, way more. Nobody is excited for this game. And they're going to delay it as much as possible. And it's already said they spent a lot of money on this shit. I think they spent like close to 200k or something on this game already. Nobody is excited for this fucking game. Nobody. Nobody's talking about it. You don't see any videos talking about what like anticipating this game. If anything, they just talk about how trash this game's going to be and how hard it's going to fail. There's no excitement, no fan enthusiasm for this game whatsoever. Literally, Naughty Dog fucked up when they did The Last of Us 2. They fucked up that game so hard, bro.
Dislikes. So yeah, the controversies of The Last of Us Part 2 will probably have negative effect on Intergalactic sales, just as how the first Last of Us gave a strong push to the Part 2 at the beginning. Next game is Saints Row 2022. But I call it Saints Row Hipster. The 2022 Saints Row reboot was criticized for replacing the violent gangsters and offensive humor with a more diverse group of young hipsters worried about rent and
I don't think I played this game. I don't think I played this game personally.
student loans. Let me tell you one thing. I loved Johnny Get from the Saints Row, okay? Because a Korean actor played him and Korean blood was flowing in his veins. And this guy, Kevin, he's obviously the replacement of Johnny, but he ain't my Johnny. He ain't my Johnny. Not only did they turn him into a younger hipster, he's also a pansexual, and that he dated men too. I am not saying there's anything wrong with that in real life.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
But he's a replacement of one of our favorite characters, Johnny Get. What would Johnny Get say?
And mind you, this is a foreigner saying this. This is a fucking foreigner looking from the outside in on Western gaming talking about this.
Get yourself a fucking waffle. We done here.
Damn, I miss Johnny. Critics argued that the developers prioritized
He's a foreigner. Don't laugh at him.
Critics argued that the developers prioritized inclusivity and safer humor while removing the crude, rebellious personality that made the original series popular. The gameplay was also poorly received. Although the character customization was praised, many reviewers described the open world as a repetitive and outdated with weak shooting, boring missions, poor writing, and severe technical problems at launch. An unofficial report estimated that it sold around 1.7 million copies, which was far less than expected, and its developer Volition was later shut down, ending 30-year history of game making. Such a shame. Next, we have Dragon Age, the Veilguard. In a way,
Oh my god, this fucking game. This fucking game.
this game is worse than Concord because it's so direct with its
Yeah. Yeah. I think we could say that.
messages. The companion Tash comes out as non-binary, and their storyline uses modern terms and discussions about pronouns that some players felt were unnatural in a medieval fantasy setting.
So, I'm non-binary. What does that mean?
This shit made no fucking sense.
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
This shit made no fucking sense. Why the fuck? Hold on. Let's play this again.
That some players felt were unnatural in a medieval fantasy setting.
So, I'm non-binary. What does that mean? It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
This is, mind you, this is taking place in a medieval timeline. How this terminology shouldn't even exist in this timeline. That's what gets me so upset about this game. Like it makes no fucking sense. That's like talking about social media in a timeline like this. It makes no sense. Like it made no fucking sense. And this is what I'm talking about. You guys have these people, these fucking weirdos, because that's what the fuck they are. They're fucking weirdos who are literally plunging their fucking fist down your throat just so they can force you to accept their lifestyle. Like, this is fucking insane, bro. Like, niggas want to be fucking entertained. Nobody wants to fucking watch this shit. And this is what gets me upset about this. This is a cutscene in a game. You can't even skip this. That's what gets me upset about this shit. You can't even skip this. Like, you have to watch it. You can't even skip it.
If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Even the actual woman, they make her look like a man. Like, why the fuck does she look like that?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
The fuck? Like, I'm literally. This is my face. This is my face when I seen this clip. This was literally my face, bro. Like, I was literally him. Like, this shit made no fucking sense.
What kind of reaction did the developers expect from gamers? Yes, saying the right pronoun is very important. Thank you, Dragon Age Veilguard. Or, what the F is this? What do you think is the more likely reaction? Why would gamers want pronoun lessons from games they pay with their money? We pay money for entertainment, not to learn lessons that has nothing to do with the game. The gameplay also received mixed reviews. Although the action combat was polished and visually impressive, many longtime fans were disappointed by the removal of tactical party control. Combat could become repetitive, enemies were often overly durable, and player choices felt limited. EA did not reveal an exact sales figure. Instead, it reported that the game had reached approximately 1.5 million players during its launch quarter, nearly 50% below the company's expectations. And then there's Concord, the biggest flop in the gaming history, and another
I don't think anyone even talks about this game anymore. Like, this game failed so hard that the company shut down, bro. This is a game that took 8 years to make and got killed in 8 days. Objectively, the biggest failure in gaming history. A perfect example. Like, I feel like after this game, every studio should have looked at this and said, yeah, we're not making games like this anymore. Instead, they try harder. That's what gets me upset. When they see shit like this, they don't throw in the towel and realize, yeah, the gamers don't want this anymore. They try harder. Like, I understand the saying, at first you don't succeed, try again, but sometimes you're just not gonna succeed. Like, you just can't keep going after that. Because at that point, you're just making yourself look stupid.
On your first game, like The Last of Us.
That's like you getting arrested for a crime. You serve your time, then you get out, and then you want to do the same crime again to see if you can get away.
Part 2. I mentioned this game so many times before, so I'm just gonna keep it short. When you see the list of the characters in this game, it's weird that there's not a single blonde white woman in this game. Isn't that weird? Does game and movie industries have something against casting white women now? Next is Assassin's Creed Shadows. This game became controversial because Ubisoft chose Yasuke, a real African retainer of Oda Nobunaga.
This game should have been an easy layup. This game should have been an easy ass layup. The fact that they went in this direction made no fucking sense. It made no fucking sense.
As one of the two playable characters. Critics argue that the series had traditionally used fictional protagonists who naturally represented the setting, while real historical figures appeared as supporting characters. Because of this, many saw the decision to use Yasuke instead of fictional Japanese male protagonist as a DEI-driven choice. Okay, I'm a Korean, and honestly, even I was quite offended when Ubisoft picked an African man to represent the feudal Japanese era. Because I'm a fellow Asian person. Picking a foreigner to represent your entire culture doesn't feel right, you know? It really is insulting. It
was just a dumbass move. It was just so stupid, and especially the reasoning for doing this is because of the fucking BLM movement. That was just so fucking stupid. Like they literally said they did that for the BLM because of the BLM movement.
A Korean person feels this way. Imagine how a Japanese person would feel. The game sold poorly in Japan, even though it was the first main Assassin's Creed game that was set in Japan.
Like the game, that should just tell you that the Japanese did not like the game. The Japanese loved Ghost of Tsushima. They loved that game. It sold very well in Japan. This game barely sold. I think it barely sold like 18k copies.
Famitsu, a famous game magazine in Japan, estimated that the PS5 version of Assassin's Creed Shadows sold only around 18,000 physical copies during the first 4 days, placing 5th on the weekly chart. In overall, its final sales are estimated to be around 5.7 million.
I mean, even though it's decent sales, but compared to other Assassin's Creed games, it's very low. And mind you, this is an Assassin's Creed game. Like the setting, this is a location that every fan, like everyone's been asking for. Like this was supposed to be a huge game. This game should have been a huge layup. This game should have made $1 billion if they went the correct route. Just get a Japanese person, because the original idea was a Japanese monk becomes a shinobi. That was the original idea until they went this stupid retarded route.
Million copies. I admit that is a big number, but considering the strength of the Assassin's Creed brand and the expectations surrounding the game, it is still relatively disappointing for Ubisoft. It appears to have finished only slightly above Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which sold around 5.4 million copies. Since Syndicate was also considered one of the weaker selling entries in the series, Shadows ultimately seems to have ended up near the lower end of the franchise's sales rankings. And then there's Forspoken. Forspoken was labeled woke mainly because it featured a young black woman as its protagonist and placed her in a fantasy world.
There's another game that destroyed the studio. Like, I don't understand why. Like, you see and this is the problem too. The reason why they keep doing all these woke games after another is because you gotta remember these woke games were announced during the height of the woke era. Like, I would say, like, the woke era started. It started to do this like in the late 2010s, like 2016, and then once we got around 2020, that's when it really started to like ramp up. And then I feel like 2021, 2022 was like the height. It was like the height of this shit. Those 2 years, 2021 and 2022, were the height of woke propaganda. Like, that was like everything. Like, you couldn't watch anything without that shit in there. Like, it was legit everywhere. And I feel like I want to say I want to say like late 2023. That's when people start to like get tired of this shit. Yeah, yeah. I want to say 2023. That's when people start to get tired of this shit. And people start, and then eventually is yeah, like certain. That's when the layoffs started to happen. That's when and studios start to close down. I feel like Spider-Man 2 was like the last straw. That's when people were like, all right, I'm really tired of this shit. I feel like that's when that game came out. That's when people really start to like get tired of this shit. Like they were like they had enough of this shit.
Largely ruled by women. However, in this case, the gameplay was the bigger problem. Players criticized its awkward dialogue, unlikable protagonist, repetitive missions, and empty open world. Square Enix never revealed an exact sales figure, but officially described the game's sales as lackluster. Star Wars Outlaws faced similar criticism for choosing a woman of color as its protagonist. Some players also accused Ubisoft of making Kay Vaz less conventionally attractive than the actress who portrayed her. This game also had a
Again, this is another thing that they do constantly. Like they're making females ugly on purpose. That's what they did with that next God of War game. They made Deborah Ann Wool ugly. Like she's not even an ugly person. She's not even ugly. They just purposely made her ugly, and I just don't get that shit. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about with the next video about GTA.
A lot of problems with the gameplay, and Ubisoft officially admitted that sales were below expectations, while an unofficial report estimated that it sold only around 1 million copies during its first month. Ubisoft has not disclosed its final sales total. And lastly, Unknown 9 Awakening was criticized as woke, mainly because it featured an Indian female protagonist and involved narrative consultants from Sweet Baby. Some players also accused the developers of making the heroine less attractive than actress Anya Kalotra. No official sales figure was released, but the game peaked at only 285 concurrent players on Steam. Reflector Entertainment later admitted that it had failed to come close to sales expectations. Plans to expand the Unknown 9 universe was cancelled and the studio went through layoffs. Okay, I admit it. Some of
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's what happens when you focus too much on this woke DEI bullshit that nobody wants. But yeah. Like before I start playing Zelda, let's take a look at this one real quick. Let's do this one.
Nothing physical. No, nothing physical. Base game.
Oh yeah, this is when it was announced that the base game is $80 and it's not gonna be physical. So, yeah. This shit, fuck yeah. I like this guy, bro. This guy's hilarious.
Game 80. Nothing physical. Is that a lady?
Bro, like, you cannot sit here and tell me that this is a woman, bro. Like, you can't, bro. You can't sit here and tell me this is a woman, bro. Like, this is crazy, bro. This is absolutely crazy. You cannot sit here and say that, yes, this is a female. You can't tell me that, bro. Like, I will tell you you're lying. Like, I will legit tell you you are lying. Like, there is no way that this is a female, bro. No fucking way, bro. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, this is the shit I'm talking about, bro. Like, bro, I swear they are legit purposely making these females ugly, bro. And they're either, like, they're literally just making them into men. They're making them look like men, bro. And it's just ridiculous. I just don't understand why they're doing this. Like, bro, like, look at this, bro. It's mainly the jaw, too, bro. Like, the chin and the jaw, that's literally, like, what they're doing. Look at it, like, no chest.
Nothing physical. Content paywall.
Oh, yeah. fucking because a lot of shit's blocked off unless you get the $100 version. Like I said, I'm gonna see what they're gonna do for the PC release, because I think for the PC release, I think there's just gonna be one general edition of the game with everything in it. And even if there's paid content, well, you already know modding community is gonna take care of us. So
nothing physical, digital install.
At least they gave her some jiggle physics.
Nothing
right here.
physical,
Look at the jiggle physics right here.
digital install.
They gave her some jiggle physics right there. Appreciate
And
that.
paywall. Nothing physical, digital install. Here comes the downfall. I think that lady has balls. No disc, hey. No disc, notice maybe. No disc, and they lock off the features, rigging their hands like a goblin creature. The very best, no one ever was why. One pop off disqualified. Disco is a no can do, but greedy rock star with a rough body tattoo.
Damn, like bro, like you can't tell me this is a woman, bro. You can't.
Somehow your education obscures a truth so clear, except indoctrination. So logic disappears. Culture course correcting and washing off your stain. Reject it as an anthem. They choke you with your chain. Too much for a piece of paper in the vid. Too much. Pray we don't find you with this greed. No disc bro, no disc 80. No disc and lay off for Bungie. That's right, 80 plus 20. Rockstar Digital paywall plenty. Ow. Beta testers. Bubba, beta testers.
I mean, I'm literally saying this now. Like, the story mode for this game is gonna be so watered down. Like, it's gonna be so watered down. No satire jokes. No jokes making fun of anyone. You barely gonna hear the N-word. None of that shit, bro. Like, this game is gonna be so watered down, bro.
Ow. We're gonna play your rockstar. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play your rockstar. We're gonna play your rockstar. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play your rockstar. We're gonna play your rockstar. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. We're gonna play your rockstar. You can run, but you can't hide near or far. Hello, beta testers. Like, comment, subscribe, hype, get on my wish list, and save me from this Florida heat as I decisively answer questions about Grand Theft Auto 6, including but not limited to.
Yeah, they changed her design. Like, in the original teaser, like, she had a chest. Now she doesn't. I don't know why they did that.
Is it woke? Hell yes. If this is GTA 6's idea of equality, then I'll laugh even harder if when the game comes out, I can't get plastic surgery to get some implants for Lucia, because I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, bro. Like, look at that, bro. This, like, that's a man's chest.
If lifting, as featured in the game's trailers, isn't more than an NPC activity that will allow me to enhance specifically the male protagonist's physique, as we've seen in past games like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, if you're old enough for that. $80 base game. A $10 jump from the $70 industry standard in gaming. Rockstar now joins Nintendo with the stranglehold that it has on its fans, and decades ago, after standing on quality amidst a previous gaming crash, I'm forced to nod as gaming studios charging whatever they think they can get away with is certainly what they should try to get away with. Many people will regard GTA 6 as worth the money, bang for their buck, and they'll be willing to pay for it. But earlier, when pressured about GTA 6 potentially not launching with a physical edition, CEO Strauss Zelnick specifically said that this wouldn't be the case, so I guess that was a lie. Rest assured, beta tester, this digital push will only make it easier for their content to police and restrict access to once you have your digital ID and everything connected, so that they'll make sure that entities they don't want engaging will not have access. But what's even more alarming is that the $100 version paywalls off content that is, for all intents and purposes, the full version of the game. And it doesn't stop there. There's a chance.
Which makes no sense. Which makes no fucking sense. Like, niggas waited over 13 years for this game. Not only are you making $80, but you're basically saying that if you want to get the full game, you gotta pay $100. I knew that shit was gonna happen. I knew they were gonna do that fuckboy shit. And it's Rockstar.
The online mode may be an entirely separate, potentially paid experience.
Yep. And I hope, I pray to God it's not. Because if it is, I guarantee you the entire fans are gonna fucking rebel against that shit.
And I really hope it's free and they just do what all the other games have been doing, because this could be some of the nastiest greedy shit we've seen in gaming, naturally in forever. And when you've taken over a decade
The reason why I don't think they're gonna do that is because, mind you, you're basically paying $100 for this game. Like, no, that shit is stupid. They should do what they did before. Online be free, and if people want to buy extra accessories and merchandise like the shark cards and all that shit, let them do that. But this shit, no. Don't. If they do something like that, especially from what I heard, it might be like subscription based, that shit would be fucking retarded.
To make a game that you know people are going to buy, as we've been prophesying, we're going to see a lot of sparks flying. Said plainly, Grand Theft Auto 5 is selling a box with a code to digitally download the game. There is no physical disc or copy with a build that can be played offline and without internet connection. They're selling a piece of paper for $80, $100 if you want the complete version of the game, and what will certainly end up being, there's going to be a collector's edition at some point. The internet rightfully erupts. So many people's entire business potentially hinges on the printing of discs that we are now being made to understand will not exist. No, some people are going to want to point to Nintendo and be like, oh, they've been doing it, but brother, game ownership inches ever closer to over. You are required to check in, have that online connection, and be monitored.
Yeah, that PlayStation online check-in shit is so fucking retarded. Oh, God, I'm happy I never got a PS5.
By who? Entities from that same place we keep hearing about, and we're trying to be good little boy. Use my links to donate $100 to me right now. You will not be needing it for this game. What are you gonna pay?
Like, bro, look at that, bro. That's not a bro, bro, that jaw is fucking crazy, bro.
There are stores and VIP locations locked off unless you get that $100. Tattoos and clothing, hairstyles, makeup, car options, nails, performance mods locked behind that ultimate edition. And I know it was going to be wild, but it still feels a bit out of body to even read. I almost feel like apologizing for the precedent that this sets in the industry moving forward, and with specifically the West on the verge of collapse. Should we be a little excited for entities who are going to try to get away with this? Can I talk about how much they're trying to get away with this rough-looking bitch girl looking handsome?
Bro, this isn't... Yo, every time this picture comes up, bro, I'm just like, bro, this is not a fucking woman, bro. This is not a woman, bro.
This is Sony DEI levels of Mary Jane, just they taking her down to the... I showed this to Dia, and she put on a deep voice and said, hey, big...
Bro, this shit is so bad, bro. Like, this is arguably the worst one, bro. Like, this shit is so... this is objectively bad. Like, this is haunting. This is absolutely haunting.
Boy, come here often. What is the average breast size in the US? 34 double D, remember? I went through this on reveal, and I didn't need anybody to agree with me because I was just showing the gaming world something with my keen heterosexual eyes as usual. Grand Theft Auto had a big-breasted woman to show, but hid her carefully outside of the promotional kind of trailer, and I thought that was strange. You know, Candy Sucks was such a fun part of Vice City, but I guess we all are gonna see how Starfield Grand Theft Auto 6 ends up being. And for a game named after a felony, if it's too fruity because of the Californian loser.
That's another thing I don't understand. Like, mind you, this is a game where you literally commit crime, but you don't want to fucking make a like. What the fuck? How does that even make any sense? That shit is so stupid, bro.
That they hired to be triggered by everything, then GTA 6 may just be a template that the world steals to make something actually edgy that people actually want to play. A video's making the rounds again showing how important it was for Neil Druckmann to block you harming a digital image of what he holds sacred. But I remember games journalists dismissing sentiment pertaining to shrines desecrated in Assassin's Creed Shadows from the Nukes. But I guess that's different.
This is the Chinese designing Black Widow, a Western property. So for some reason, Asians know how to make females look like females. But for some reason, here in the West, for the past couple of years, they don't know how to do that. Mind you, this is Marvel. This is a Western property. This is Black Widow. China designed this. Mind you, the Chinese are very, when it comes to like censorship, they're very big on that. But for some reason, they know how to fucking design a female, an actual female, make it make sense.
Right? It may not seem relevant, beta tester, but it is. I'm not asking whatever progressive pronoun baby gets a whiff of something other than their diaper for a change. I'm telling you that this is the spirit, the very soul of Grand Theft Auto, and it'll be easy to surmise whether or not that spirit is compromised based on how many restrictions we may have imposed on us when we are near something like a pride parade. So if I can go back to my Lucia point, when Lucia was first shown, I explained that she, her, as presented in game, is...
What the fuck is that? I pray to God this is edited. I pray to God this is edited.
in an ugly duckling sort of phase, and I hope that we received the opportunity to turn her into a swan over the course of the story. I cited that in previous GTAs, eating could make you fat, working out could make you slim and fit, so I hypothesized that since we're making a Florida Grand Theft Auto game,
these are all the females that they've been making ugly in gaming for the past couple of years. What the fuck is that? This is not a female. So these are all the females that they've done. This shit was so fucking retarded when I saw this shit. There's a reason why that fucking game failed so hard, bro. This is from Watch Dogs 2. This is literally a guy, like literally in the game, literally talking about his surgeries. This is literally a guy. Like all these look fucking bad. I mean, this one doesn't look too bad. This one doesn't look too bad. This is fucking this is fucking deplorable. Like they purposely made redesigned her to look like this. Like in the first game, she looked fine. They purposely made her ugly in this game, and I just don't understand why. Like these are literally dudes. These are literally dudes.
making a Florida Grand Theft Auto game in 2026 in America, the land of the
Yeah, like man, these shits look rough, bro. These designs look rough.
free and the home of the plastic surgery, that a Kim Kardashian kind of world would allow us the opportunity to, I don't know, get plastic surgery, get some fat ass titties, get a prettier face, because in the context of the story, it should be written that a woman transforming herself might make her capable of fitting, like a key, the men-shaped locks in her life. But it remains to be seen, and it may be...
This shit just looks so bad. It looks so bad, bro.
Another activism red flag to have this bitch as ugly as she is, and I don't care if any of you fucking agree with me because I'm not on the internet to make friends, and people that agree with me, you can lick my... Oh, what the fuck are you doing here? You know, I don't need you to agree with me on everything. Who are some of these people? You know what I'm saying? Nothing sadder than knowing that if Rockstar is too scared to make queer jokes, then they certainly ain't gonna be able to knock it out of the park with no fucking game they're already greedy about. So that's exactly the reason that, you know, I'm not going to say too much in this video. I love you to death. I thank you for listening. You know, I just wanted to get this out and have you understand where I'm coming from. But if you're like me, you better believe I was looking at this going, what the hell? So the pre-orders are going up, you know, later tonight, depending on when you watch this. And
so as of right now, I think the pre-orders are over like 50 million people have pre-ordered this game. The game, they're saying the game made over $4 billion already. So they already made their money back, plus profit. So, and the game's not even out yet. So this game already made them their money back. So it's gonna be, the sales are gonna be interesting for this game. Like, it's gonna be very interesting. As of today, I think GTA 5 has made close to $9 billion, maybe 10. It's the highest selling piece of entertainment of all time.
for God's sake, man. I think this is just the beginning of watching how greedy they get. I play gacha games, I fuck with Fortnite, I dive into mobile games. I'd be playing Call of Duty if I didn't force myself to put it down. Used to play Destiny, those sunsetting crap the developers don't respect. Super gay. You have to say no to some of this stuff. But I watch the girls get simply what they want. They get catered to with their Love in Deep Space. I watch Shift Up and Nikke Goddess of Victory outside of Stellar Blade cater to their player base, and they're getting what they're asking for. Nintendo fans are getting what they're asking for. They could get more, but they are satisfied, and that's why they're willing to pay. The people who've been playing GTA for years, the people that 2K, parent of Grand Theft Auto, has been receiving data from as they play their wrestling games, as they play their NBA basketball games. I've been trying to say a lot of this for a long time, so don't let me talk your head off here. I love you. We'll catch you soon. You know, jump on my wish list, like my videos, do whatever you need to do. To the patrons and sponsors, I love you and thank you. I'm preparing new graphics, and I'm going to have a tier where I read your name every video if you're heroic enough to establish such a level of support. And I'll be catching you when this goes to the next level. Get in the comments and tell me what I should be worried about, and I'll get on that.
Alright, let's play some Stellar Blade. But yeah, you made a lot of valid points in there. Jesus, man, like that shit just looks so bad, bro. Like, I just gotta go back on that for a second. Hold on, where is that? Like, that shit looks so bad. Like, why do they make her look like that? I cannot fucking stand these companies, bro. I can't stand them. Alright, let's fucking play some Stellar Blade. Let's play some Stellar Blade. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's play some Stellar Blade. Let's play some Stellar Blade. Let's play some Stellar Blade. Oh, can't wait for the second game to come out. Something that matches what you. Play this game like what? It's like my fourth walkthrough.
Doesn't have power.
Oh, let's see. It looks like a good amount of the camp's energy is being supplied by nearby areas. I think there's an issue with the supply network.
What can we do about it?
This is gonna be tricky. Outside of Zion, there's a solar tower that supports energy links to nearby facilities. It seems like there might be a problem with the tower. We're going to have to go and check.
Yeah, compared to other Souls-like games, this game's actually not that hard. Oh yeah, and I added this mod, it made it a bit thicker. How the fuck did I even alert the fucking big guy? I wanted the fucking scorpion crab shit. I didn't even alert this guy yet. Ah, shit. Okay, alright, now I can focus on this guy. Big. Bitch. GG's, buddy. Oh, shit. I'm not sure where the near costume. Oh, the music changes when you didn't even know that. You didn't know the music changes when you kick it. Yeah, I think I have it on my phone. Download it. It's on my phone, on my PC. I need to download. Play this game. I want to play the prequel first before I dive into this one. Oh, it's on the other side. I think I have all the costumes. Oh no, I didn't buy all of them yet, so I still need this one. I don't think I really need the hair. I don't really think I need the hair, I just need the last costume. I think this is the last one I just need to buy. I only have one of those lights. I need to look for one more. I think it's further down here. Oh, I have to for this fucking idiot at the end. Die. Oh, there wasn't anything to pick up? Okay. Oh, shit. I don't know how they would block that last one. Go up here first. Keep forgetting about this cave. Oh, shit. I think there's only one box here. We're gonna switch. Okay, there's a crate and then that box in the corner. Oh, I got a new costume. Oh, this one has a fucking passcode on it. Okay. Why isn't that cool as the others? What do you mean? Are you talking about the game? Why is it not as cool as the others? Like this game I'm playing? I think this game's cool. I like this game. The fuck did I hurt myself doing that? Should made no sense. God, you're annoying. Ah! Oh! Ah! There we go, yes! Die! Are you talking? Oh, are you talking about GTA?
The solar tower.
If you're talking about GTA,
It looks like this is it. I see a drone over
because
there.
if you're talking about GTA, yeah, I think people aren't excited for that game just for online, in my opinion. Like, they're not gonna, like, they're not interested in that shit. In terms of
Requesting administrator assistance.
in terms
An
of
error occurred in solar tower Orca
of what it's going to be.
078CQ.
Because they literally said they're gonna write down, they're not gonna try to offend anyone. So, and that's what GTA has always been. So, that game's gonna be woke as hell. It's gonna be so watered down compared to the other games.
Stopping PAC administrator confirmation.
Hang on, I can't figure out what you're trying to say. Are you saying that the solar tower cover is damaged?
I am sorry. Service drone. Link cover device required. Resolve error at...
Wait, hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you something really quick. Cause I'm just curious. Alright. Like, be honest. Does this look like a woman to you? Like, when you look at this, does this look like a woman to you? Like, for the... Like, I want you to look at this and tell me if this is a woman or not. Because this looks so bad. This looks so bad. There is no way that you could sit here and tell me that this is a woman. You can't. You can't do that. You can't. If you ask a girl, if you tell a female that she looks like this woman, watch how upset they would get. It looks like as soon as they start talking, they'll have a deeper voice than you. It's crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. Love you too. But yeah, this shit is haunting, man. Yeah, GTA is gonna be so bad, bro. We're only waiting for online, honestly. Turn that antenna on. Jump on top of this. Ah. I had no idea it changes the song for when you put on the mirror outfit. I had no idea it changes the song. Do I jump on top of this? Yep. Oh yeah, don't have to like power something on
System
first.
error. Reboot failed.
I think I have to power on something
There must
first.
be some kind of issue with the facility.
Do I keep going around?
System error.
How do I turn it back on
Reboot
again?
failed. There must be some kind of issue with the facility.
How do I turn it back on again? Oh fuck, why the fuck did I do that? Damn it. Why did I do that? Switch to that.
device requires confirmation from administrator. Requesting immediate assistance.
How the fuck do I fix it again? I don't remember how to fix it. I'm trying to remember where it's at. To like pull something. Where the hell did I fucking... Why is my mind drawing a blank right now? Oh, up there. Okay, I see it.
Wait a minute. That...
Thank you, Administrator. Thank you. System maintenance may now resume.
Good.
Now I can turn it off.
At least the drone is intact.
System is now all clear. Reboot successful.
Now it's...
Did that solve the problem? I'll have to check it out.
I can head back to the main one. There's a big. I don't know why I keep fucking up on the flight. Oh, there we go. If I can block that. Another one sees me. Trying to figure out where. Die. Wow. Oh yeah, I think there's like a think, yeah, boss right here, right? Not a boss, but like, you're gonna like block me off when I open this. Yeah, I see. Yeah, there we go. Ah, I keep forgetting about that fucking swing. This big motherfucker. Sup, Silver? It's been a while. Good to see you too. Ah! Ooh. Yeah, I've been busy, Silver. I've been meaning to come back for a while now. I haven't been on Monte streams either. I need to get back to doing that too. Ah! I'm literally replaying this game for a 4th time, just so I can fucking because right now I'm playing Sekiro on my PS4, so I'm literally just replaying this game just so I can play Sekiro and fucking deflect better and shit and parry. Yes, training arc. Training arc indeed. Another reason why I haven't been on too is I've just been drawing behind the scenes. Currently working on like my own graphic novel, so I've just been drawing on behind the scenes. That's another reason why I haven't really been on lately. I am gonna try to stream at least 2 days, 2 days a week at least. Get back to drawing and do some gaming in here. Yep. Ah! But yeah, but I do need to get back into this, though. I need to get back into streaming, though, because it's been a minute. It's been a fucking minute. Oh, yeah, why are you here, Silver? I want to ask you a question. I'm asking everyone this question. In regards to GTA6, like, I want you to look at this. Does this look like a fucking woman to you? Does this look like a fucking woman to you, bro? Like, apparently, like, you cannot sit here and tell me this is, you can't sit here and tell me this is a woman, bro. You can't. Like, you can't, bro. Like, yeesh. Like, that jaw, like, this is crazy, man. This is insane to me. There's no way, bro. Yeah, but yeah, that's gonna be the main character in GTA 6. I already said GTA 6, the story mode is gonna be trash, man. People are just playing for GTA Online. Yeah. Yep, fucking Transformer, bro. That's literally what it is, bro. I don't know why Western companies are just trying so hard to make females more and more ugly. I just don't get that shit. I just do not understand that shit whatsoever. See if I can find a boss. I do know there's one when I go help that robot. I'm just trying to remember which way to go to get to that. I think this is, yeah, I think this is this the way? Yeah, it's really stupid. I don't know why they keep trying to make females look like that. Like, I guarantee you,
great moves.
Like, I literally say this all the time. Like, show that photo, like, exactly, brainwashing like that won't work. Like, I literally tell people this. Like, ask a female you know, your girl, sister, whatever. Tell them you look as pretty as this person right here. See how upset they would get. Like, this shit is not appealing. If no one cosplays as these characters, that's how you know these characters are fucking ugly. Same thing with that fucking God of War loud face shit. Like, mind you, the actress playing her is not even ugly. She's not even ugly. They just purposely made her ugly. It's crazy delusion, bro. And I guarantee you, it's fucking, like, it's fucking modern feminism, bro. That's literally why it's fucking, why these females look so fucking ugly. It's modern feminism. Yeah, it should be a trend, yeah. Like, I guarantee you, bro, like, from now on, whenever we see female characters in gaming, ask a female we know, ask them if, like, I don't care what they think, what they think politically, whatever. Ask them if they think they're pretty, or say that they're pretty just like them. See how upset they will get. I guarantee you that shit will work every time. God, I hate these fucking robots with a passion, bro. I fucking hate these fucking robots. I didn't block that? I didn't block that? Damn, I didn't block any of those? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that should be a new trend. Every time we see an ugly female, whatever, if it's like in gaming or like in an animated series, ask a female we know, ask them if they think they're attractive and how they feel if we say they look like them. See how upset they'll get. I'm trying to get to that dog. That acid dog. I'm pretty sure there's one below. Get to that. Every time I jump from here, I fucking lose life. That shit's so fucking stupid. Like, I feel like there should be another way to get down from here. I lose life. Yep. Of course I fucking lose life. I hate when that shit happens. Yep, the rest will do the work. For Stardew Blade 2, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of upset that it's not Eve, because I wanted to finish Eve's story. But either way, Blood Rain, I'm gonna play the fuck out of that game when that game comes out. I'm still excited for that game. I'm really interested in that, in the hand-to-hand combat that they're introducing. I'm really interested in that. I'm going to play the fuck out of that game, and I'm really happy that Shift Up left Sony. It's being funded by them, not by Sony. I'm really happy about that. Yeah. I think that's like arguably one of the only criticisms people have that actually like Stellar Blade, the first game. That the only criticism is that everyone thought that we were gonna continue Eve's story. So I don't know what's going to happen. In terms of the timeline of this next game, I don't know where it's taking place. It looks like it's not on Earth. That's what it looks like. Because Zion was they say it was the only place of humanity. But then again, Adam wasn't Nativa, so he could have been lying. So I'm gonna guess yes. I'm guessing it's not the last time we're gonna see Eve. I feel like we're gonna see Eve again. Because I don't know if you see like when Eve goes underwater, she doesn't like lose her breath. So I'm pretty sure she can live longer than an average human. So I feel like we're gonna see Eve again. I don't think if it was confirmed that this. Well, actually, yeah, the new protagonist Evie. I'm guessing she is an android too. So. I'm guessing she's younger than Eve. Both are still adults. God, this fucking. But yeah, I really that's the only thing I'm upset about. I really wanted to finish Eve's story. Yeah, I think Eve is still around. I don't think she's gonna have like a major role in the game. I feel like they're gonna show like a cameo for her, maybe. I don't know if both of them are gonna meet up, or she like sees her in the distance or something. But I feel like there is gonna be like a short cameo of Eve. Most likely, but actually no, because I was thinking that at first of her being modeled after Lily. I was thinking about it at first, but I'm guessing once we get closer to the game, when the game's about to release, we'll get more information. Like they're gonna show us the model who they use to scan and all that shit. But because right now they did say that the game is like 1 year in development. Because let's say Celebrate came out in 2024, so I'm guessing they took the whole year 2025 to work on that, and then they showed that promo during the game event. So I don't know when the game's gonna be complete, because I think Project Eve came out, and the teaser for Project Eve came out. When did that come out? That was like 2021. I don't see this game coming out to like mid to late 2028. I don't think it's coming out 2027. I would say Lily was a human. I don't think Eve was fully human. I feel like she was like either like an android, probably an android most likely. Eve, I'm gonna say Lily was a human. Eve, no.
Hello. I'd like to inform you that my mobility is limited due to an accident. I kindly ask for your assistance.
What? Who's communicating in the airborne squad channel?
Give me a sec. I'll check. It doesn't seem to have been intentional. The Signals being broadcast across several.
And plus, in this next game, it doesn't look like it's taking place on Earth because there's humans. And they said that Zion was the last place for humans. So, my hypothesis is that I'm guessing when the Nativas start to like rise, I'm guessing humans took spaceships into outer space and created new settlements on different planets. That's what I'm guessing. Old Nativa. You talking about old Nativa? You talking about the prophet? I mean, like the oracle, the old guy. Maybe. Maybe. Damn, why do I keep doing that? Yeah, like, yeah. But at the same time, like, I gotta remember what Adam, like, because Adam said that Thon was the last place for humans, but at the same time, he was a Nativa, so I'm not sure if what he was saying was the truth, so. Like that's why I feel like maybe humans started to like leave the planet at when Nativa started to like take over like crazy, and settle and made settlements on different planets in the universe. That's just my guess. Or maybe like those are just not humans. Those are just like androids, just like Eve, but not like battle type androids. Who was it designed for combat? Lily? Ah! Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep doing that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like where they are in that game where they showed it, I feel like it's like they're on a planet where humans like settle. Usually you can find usually the theory like the theory that they usually use is like they always find places with like similar air and drinkable water for like settlements like that. I fucking hate this shit. Block that. Shit's almost dead. Oh, you're stuck now. I think it did fall off the cliff. I think part of it fell off the cliff. I think part of it did. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, part of it did fall off the cliff. Yeah, I agree. Like, then again, I feel like Adam just didn't like I feel like Adam withheld a lot of information, in my opinion. That's how it would have been really interesting to get a sequel game with Eve, especially depending on which choice you made, if you took Adam's hand, if you decided to fight him. So the first time I played the game, I took Adam's hand, so I became one with Adam. Second 2 times I played, I fought against him. Not gonna lie, when I fought against Adam, I put it on the hardest difficulty. It wasn't that hard. Maybe it's because I got lucky, because I beat him fairly quickly. Out of all the bosses in this game, I feel like the hardest one probably was Raven. And when she was the Alpha Nativa. I mean, yeah, the Alpha Nativa, because that was annoying too, but Raven was pretty hard. Adam was not that hard. Nah, Raven was hard. Raven was very hard. Raven was very hard. Each time I replayed this game, Raven was very, very hard to beat. It was really fucking annoying. Like, there was this one time when she had like a sliver of life left, and I forgot to block and she killed me. Like, that really got me upset. Like, I almost broke my screen. That shit really got me upset. God, I hate this fucking shit. Yeah, I saw Monte when he was playing. He was fighting Raven. I mean, in the I feel like, so when I fought Raven in her fucking Ultimate Nativa form, at first she was fucking annoying. She was annoying. But I feel like the only reason why I kept on dying is because I didn't know, like, that light in there, I didn't know you had to, like, shoot it out. When I was playing it at first, I didn't know you had to, like, shoot at it. Once I figured that out, then she was pretty easy to beat. Raven was just fucking annoying. Like, that shit was, like, I tried so hard, bro. Like, every time I played against her, I had to, like, conserve my bullets, because I used that towards the end just to take her out. Because that shit was annoying, bro. I also like Raven's design too.
To all, at this time I have limited mobility due to an accident.
Pretty good
I
too.
kindly request your assistance.
Replenish my shit. And I had to reserve my health too when I was fighting Raven. Like, God, she was annoying.
Hello. My name is Digger. As you can see, I've been involved.
I don't think I should have. Smaller drones don't usually have a language system installed. What's going on here?
Yeah, that should tell you everything. The fact that there's already been fan art for Eevee and cosplay over, mind you, they revealed Eevee. They did Eevee and God of War around the same time, right? They revealed both of those at the same time.
Please operate the
Mind you,
buzzer.
God of War is a beloved IP, an IP that's been around way longer than Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade is still a new IP. It's still considered new.
All right.
Yeah, like it's still considered a new IP, and yet the fact that there's barely any cosplay or fan art of whoever Deborah Ann Wool's character is playing, no fan art for that, barely any cosplay for that, and yet there's already cosplay for Eevee, and the game's not even out yet. That should tell you everything you need to know. Yep, goddess. Yep. Oh no! I lied. One thing I will say: there's been more memes for God of War than for Stellar Blade. That's one thing I will give the God of War. That God of War laundry shit was fucking hilarious. I remember watching that shit on Asmon's stream. That shit was fucking hilarious. I just don't understand why. And it is my problem with that game. Like, if you want to do, like, again, like, why would you make? I'm not saying make her like thick, but like just make her look appealing, especially in the face. Like, make her look beautiful. Instead, you purposely make her look ugly. And it's just like, what is the point? Like, that's how you know these decisions like that are being made by women. Like, no one hates women more than the other women. Yeah, they made her ugly intentionally. Like, bro, Deborah Ann Wool is not an ugly person. She's pretty attractive. Like, I don't know why they did that. They made her ugly on purpose. Like, she's a pretty attractive woman. I just don't understand what was the point of doing that. Like, she's not ugly. I just don't see the purpose. What was the point? And then the fucking excuses, oh, we don't want to contribute to the male. Like, shut the fuck up. That male gay shit is so fucking stupid, bro. That male gay shit is so fucking retarded. To be honest, I don't think the God of War game's gonna fail, in my personal opinion, because games like that, because they're being lifted up by an already established IP, because God of War is a beloved IP. Even though I have heard mixed opinions about the new release of these games ever since 2018, I have been hearing opinions about it. But God of War is a beloved IP. I won't say the game's gonna fail. I'm not gonna say the game's gonna like do crazy numbers. I don't think the game's gonna do crazy numbers whatsoever. But like, my issue with the game, this is my issue with the game. Let's take away them making her ugly, right? Why the fuck would you add a fucking cube and you call it Frank, and then you have this ribbon on a sword? Like, that's the shit that literally turned me off to that shit. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm all set. As soon as I seen that, I was like, I'm all set. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why they called it God of War. They should have just called it like Lao Fei, a God of War side story, if anything. Like, you can't put God of War in front of that shit. Like, you couldn't. Like, I just don't understand why they did that. Shit was so stupid, bro. What they reference in Bleach? still said we gotta wait a minute for Bleach to come out. I think it's coming out. It said July 25th, literally the end of the month. Shit is so far away. I don't know why they did that shit. Man, everything is being written by feminists. Everything. This is another thing that's getting me upset. How the fuck are these women getting these jobs? Like I'm not sexist or anything, but why are there so many women in these jobs? Like, it just makes no sense to me, bro. Like, just because it's a woman doesn't mean they're right for the job. Like, no one cares if they're a woman or not. What matters is if they know what the fuck they're doing. And that's the shit that really pisses me off. Bro, everyone has those thoughts. Every true, not just gamers, every person that's part of like a fandom, whether it's gaming, anime, movies, like comic book media, they all have the same mindset. Like, no one gives a fuck no one gives a fuck about the writer, like the race, the gender, the sexuality. No one gives a fuck. All that matters is if you respect the lore, you respect the fans, and you know what the fuck you're doing. Man, she got two cheeks. Look at that. This is a mod I added. Made her body a bit thicker. Hope I did the right order. Okay, yeah, I did. They don't respect the fans, bro. And what makes me upset too is like they will literally come in and say this thing is dominated in a very male space. Like, we want to change that. We want to bring in more like women, more minority. Like, no, like the moment you say that is the moment you destroy that property. This is exactly what they said. This is what they did with Marvel. This is what they did to Star Wars. Even though I'm not really into Star Wars, they did this to Lord of the Rings or fucking Rings of Power. I never watched that shit, bro. Till this day, I never watched The Hobbit or Rings of Power. Cause till this day, I literally said The Lord of the Rings is the greatest trilogy of all time. Sorry, Dark Knight fans, but that is just the truth. The Lord of the Rings is the greatest trilogy of all time. You cannot change my mind about that. Yeah, I saw that scene from the Acolyte. The Force's female, like, bro, that shit was so fucking hilarious, bro. I saw that clip on someone uploaded on Twitter. I think it was Nerdrotic who uploaded it. I was laughing so hard. Bro. That shit was so funny.
It has been some time. Would you kindly introduce me to this lady?
Of course. What's the word? Oh yeah, Angel.
Angel. That's the unofficial name for members of the Eve Airborne Squad.
I'm Eve. What happened to you? Drones like you aren't supposed to work this way.
Hello, Eve. I am Digger. I have innumerable thoughts concerning my existence, and I am capable of making fantastic plans.
Like, everyone is tired of this woke shit, bro. Like, I don't understand why they're like everything is failing, and yet they're trying harder to push that shit on people. Like, I just don't understand it, bro.
Someday I would appreciate the opportunity to sit.
Like, at the end of the day, no one gives a fuck about your message. People, if you're not making money, then no one's gonna buy into it.
May our relationship continue to prove constructive. I am willing to provide useful resources.
Okay.
you have any suits I can
You're
buy?
a particularly unique drone, Digger.
Do you mean that in a good way or a bad way?
Well, maybe neither. Exactly. What happened to make you like this?
Take
I
out the
don't
D
know.
in its name.
At some point, the IoT, and at that moment, the quantum.
Can something like that happen?
Apparently. For me, my exit typically I use the time I spend.
Shit makes no fucking sense. Like they gave this game a 7, but they gave fucking Mixtape a 10, and they gave fucking Dragon Age the Veilguard a 9. That shit is fucking hilarious to me, bro.
That's all.
Sad to see you go. I'll go back to environmental beautification.
Bro, Game Awards died in 2020 when they gave the Game of the Year to The Last of Us 2. That's when I stopped taking all game awards. Like, not just Game Awards, anything awards, period. I don't take them seriously anymore. I really don't. Like, look what's happening with Hollywood. Look what's happening with gaming, anime awards. Like, all them shits are, bro, they're all fucking done, bro. Like, no one takes them shit seriously anymore. Like, you gave The Last of Us 2 Game of the Year over Ghost of Tsushima. Makes no fucking sense. Literally, The Last of Us 2 killed that franchise. It destroyed it. The only reason why the game had decent sales is because of it was riding off the success from the first game. That's the only reason why it got decent sales. But everyone knows the game is dead, and PlayStation has the audacity to keep re-releasing the game, remastering. It's like, bro, no one's fucking, bro. Start remastering this game like it's a fucking masterpiece. No one thinks this game is a fucking masterpiece. And they literally have a day called The Last of Us Day. Like, can't believe PlayStation did that shit. That shit's so fucking retarded. I still haven't played Power World. Still haven't played Power World. I still haven't played a Switch. I don't even think I ever used a Switch before. I don't think I ever used a Switch before. Now I think about it. Hold on a second. Let me get something from the fridge. Get something to drink real quick. Get something real quick to drink. Okay. Okay. Alright, what were you saying about Power Silver? Those of you tuning in on Rumble, appreciate it. What were you saying about Power Silver? There's a mini boss down here. There are no laws against the powers. So Power is basically kind of like Pokemon, right? Because I haven't played it before. It's kind of like Pokemon, right? That's what Power is, right? Silver? Because I never played it before. And the last Pokemon game I played was for like... That was back when the Nintendo DS came out. I do remember Nintendo's trying to sue Power World. I do remember that. So it's not like Pokemon? So what's the game? What is the game about then? It's not turn-based. What do you God, I hate this shit. So you can capture monsters like Pokemon in that game. Can you like free roam? So it's a survival game where you could free roam. I might have to watch some gameplay for it because I never like really looked into it. I only heard of it because of like when Nintendo tried to sue them. Do you like Power World? Ah, shit. I don't know why I keep dodging instead of using the blink. Oh, you haven't played it? So you haven't played it yet? I'm guessing you've just been watching other people play it on stream? Die! God. God, those things are annoying. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I might. Yeah, I'll have to look into it because I never played. I never really watched people play Power World like that. Is it on PC? Is it on PC or is it just a is it like a console? Is it just like a console only thing? Oh, so it is for PC. Okay, yeah, I'll look into it because fuck. Oh, it's for PS5 too. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a PS5. But yeah, I will look into it. PC. I'm only a PC player now. I still have my Series X, my Xbox, but I don't really touch it like that. I mean, if I use, I will play like Marvel Rivals here and there casually. Next game I'm playing for sure that I'm getting next month is Petals of Reincarnation. I'm getting that. I'm getting Petals of Reincarnation. I'm getting. Yeah, I think that's the next game I'm probably gonna get. Petals of Reincarnation. Yeah, they added Jubilee in there. I'm not really a healer that much, but I've been playing as Iron Man lately. I'm not the best at the game. I just play like casually. So, I'm not sure if they're gonna add other variants of Spider-Man, like the Miles Morales Silk. Well, I mean, they did add Penny Parker, so they actually might do that. Now that I think about it. So they might add those characters. Yeah, they might add those characters in there. Now that I think about it. Is she? I'm waiting for them to add Elektra, because Elektra's thick, especially in her iconic suit. I'm waiting for her to be added in the game. That's who I'm waiting for. Especially when they got Elektra in her iconic suit. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't remember Silk being thick. I don't remember that. Elektra, Domino. Those are characters that I can't wait to see. Oh yeah, Taskmaster is another one. I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do with Taskmaster, because Taskmaster, his ability, he can cause the other opponent to move. I mean, they kind of did that with Loki, so, but it is going to be interesting to see how they implement his moveset in the game. Taskmaster, yes, let's see. Taskmaster, Elektra, Domino. Who else? Colossus, that's gonna be another tank added in the game. There's a lot of X-Men characters they haven't added too, like Iceman. They just added Cyclops last update. Beast, Nightcrawler. I mean, they're gonna do it right. I mean, it's nutty. I mean, everyone has loved what they've done with the characters in Marvel Rivals. Everyone loves what they've done. So, like, again, this is a Western property being handled by a Chinese dev. So, again, I've been literally saying this before. This motherfucker. Yeah, like it's a Western property being handled by the East. Like they know what they're doing. That's why. Oh, I got another one. Yes. That's why I'm not too worried about it. Where am I supposed to go? Damn, I need to stop doing that. Me. Yeah, but Marvel Rivals is a perfect example that the West just doesn't know what they're doing. It's a perfect example that the West just does not know what they're doing. Like, how are you letting an Eastern company handle your property better than you do? Makes no fucking sense. It's literally embarrassing. It's really embarrassing when you really think about it. I really hope DC does one, because I feel like DC would be successful in it. Actually, I don't think they can. They probably can, but I don't know. Probably would have to be like the Japanese to handle something like that.
Oh, I keep missing that block. Fuck this shit. Yeah, DC, they need a win right now because James Gunn is on his way out. They need a win right now, so James Gunn's leaving. Supergirl bombed. Superman didn't make its money back. They desperately need a win right now in something. They canceled the Wonder Woman game that people were pretty excited about. Suicide Squad failed. That game failed. Suicide Squad Killer Justice League failed. Fucking their wannabe remake of Batman the Animated Series was fucking stupid. They literally made the Penguin a female in that fucking Batman animated series, and it's getting a season 2. It's just fucking crazy to me. That shit is fucking crazy to me that shit's getting a season 2. That shit's really crazy to me that it's getting another season. Whew. I've been streaming for like 2 hours and 30 minutes. I think I'm gonna stop right there. Appreciate you, Silver, and everyone else that joined the stream. Probably gonna do a drawing stream tomorrow for like an hour, for like maybe like a 90-minute drawing stream tomorrow. You guys are watching. Like, subscribe. Follow me on social media, and I'll see you on the next one. Wave Blur signing out.